Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit banging.
Because I know that in 10 years I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be in like something's going to be different. I know it's going to be very, very, very different. Facts. And that's just like, I don't want to have a 10-year-old kid. Like, that sounds crazy, bro. Like, that's a whole responsibility.
That's scary, bro.
Like, I also be thinking about, like, pets and shit, and, like, when I don't want to take care of it, like, I'm just, like, I toss, like, a treat to it, and, like, I just leave it alone. I can't do that when I have my kid, bro. I can't just, like, alright, like, shut up. Like, anytime you bitch and moan, I really gotta go be with you, nigga. I can't take my nap. Like, no, hell no, I don't want nobody controlling my life like that. That's crazy.
Facts. I can't handle that responsibility right now, nigga.
Bro,
like,
right? That's crazy.
Nigga, like even with a pet, nigga, like the only pets I can have right now are things like going to a cage or a bowl.
My nigga, my snake.
Exactly, you know, nigga, like I had a beta fish, I already got nigga Bubbles, he just died. He just died like last month, bro.
Bubbles, nigga.
That nigga died. That nigga was alive for like 3.5 years, bro. Nigga died. But yeah.
My plug on that. So, plug on Por favor, thank you.
Yo, nah, like, so yeah, and like I had hamsters. Like all the niggas didn't live like past like 2 months, bro. I had like 4 hamsters.
2
like,
months?
I had like, I don't know what happened. It wasn't, nigga, it wasn't me, bro. It was the pest bro.
Nah, nigga, that's you, bro.
No, cause I wasn't. Nah, I swear to God, bro. Cause I had them in a big ass cage. Like they was chilling. Like it wasn't even a cage. Like I got them like a box from Home Depot. It was like you know those moving bins. I bought them on those. Like I cut like the lid open so it was like they could breathe. And then I put chicken wire over it so that they couldn't break out. And then like. It's a huge, it's bigger than a hamster cage you can get from the fucking store. Them niggas was living good. I had mad toys in there. Them niggas just died. I don't know. It wasn't me. Like, it was just like, I just wake up one day and they just be.
They gotta be like.
Frozen?
They probably frozen.
No.
They gotta like bury themselves. They gotta like.
They do. They had like 3 feet of bedding. Oh. Them niggas was
So
chilling.
I think Marcus was just.
Them niggas was chilling, bro.
Bad luck with hamster.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
He said that very good.
No,
my hamster's name was Rondo.
That's lit.
That was when the Celtics were like on their shit.
Oh, so like right now? No, I'm just kidding. Nah, back when I feel though, that was really nice. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's another episode of the Brocast. Today's a 3-man weave. We got my man Dylan, but
he's working.
Get into the bag.
New job for my guy, you know. He's all about stacking bread. So that's my boy.
Congrats to my man. But for the people who don't know us, which is absurd, I'm Marsco. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Mik.
Rolling my eyes over here.
Leave that bit if you didn't know. Golly.
Yeah.
But shit, nah, we was chatting it up for a little bit. And actually, I want to spin back on this topic we were talking about before the camera was rolling. And just like, that nigga Pop Smoke wasn't all that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, alright, realistically, like I hear what y'all saying, but niggas, like, it's the same thing. Niggas start dick riding you when you die, like, so that's why everybody thinks. I mean, not thinks, like, he did his thing or whatever, no disrespect, but like, niggas started dick riding the moment he got killed, like, hard, like,
Upsetting.
Hard.
My thing is, it's just like, look at, I feel like for somebody,
you got accomplishments and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but wait, what are we saying though? What are we saying?
So for me, so pretty much like what I'm saying is that like.
This is another young nigga, basically. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I similarly agree. But like, what are we saying?
So
like,
let me get you. I get you right now. I'll tell you what I mean. So pretty much like what I'm saying is that like people like talk about Pop Smoke, like he was that nigga, like he was like one of the like he's like the best driver to come out of New York ever. Like he's like on some legend stuff. Like he's like on some like GOAT conversation shit. But he's really not like at the end of the day, he was just another nigga who could flaw on a beat. And like I'm sick of people like hip hop's like one of the only things that ever happen when like niggas die and they become like a legend now. Cause like Pop Smoke was like niggas weren't talking about Pop Smoke like that when he was alive. Like he was just like he was blowing up. I know niggas weren't saying he was the GOAT. They were like, oh, he's nice. Pop Smoke is nice. He's my favorite rapper.
That's what it is.
He's my favorite rapper.
He was never in the GOAT discussion when he was here. It just started happening when he passed away. That's why
it was him and Fabio 4, and now it's Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
exactly. And then Fabio, it was him and Fabio at the same level when this nigga died, for being honest.
Like, and Fabio better.
Fabio, like, you know what it is? Because Fabio had time to evolve. And like, I'm not saying Pop Smoke couldn't have been like what they're trying to make him is. But he's
20 years old.
He died at 20 years old. I'm 20 years old right now. That's crazy to think about. That nigga died at 20. And like, you listen to his songs, like he has like that song with Dua Lipa, Demeanor, like says she like my demeanor, and like they're trying, like in the video they try to like play it like he's like some mystical like godly figure and shit like that. Like they have this painting of him that's like all majestic and shit, and then like you listen to the song. The second part of the song is she off the perky geek and like this nigga is not talking like you can't find me a single song that actually like Pop Smoke is like legit talking about something.
Yeah.
Like the closest he ever got was his song like PTSD. And he has like one bar in the hook and he's just like Trey shot out the car so now I gotta get low. Saying like he has to like get low now because he thinks about that shit. But like I don't know, but like other than that, like this nigga Pop Smoke was really just rapping about like guns, murder, kill.
Which, you know, I don't know. I just feel like he didn't do anything to be a legend. Like I feel like as an artist, and if you want to be framed as like anybody, even after you pass, you have to have something deeper than your music. You know what I'm saying? And he just has like a couple hit songs. Like
facts.
That's not like what.
Keyword a couple.
You know what I mean? Though it's not like he doesn't have a legacy behind that. He doesn't have all these foundations or anything like. And he didn't have time to make them. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's just like, how can you give him that? How can you give him that title if he doesn't? Like, if you would ask him, he probably wouldn't have said he earned that title yet. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe now. Like, I don't know.
And the same thing with like King Von, like and like I said, like King Von does it to a worse degree. Like niggas like Chicago sweat. This nigga King Von was like I
did not listen to King Von.
King Von.
Everybody that's a fan of King Von never heard.
You know.
Yeah, facts. Until he died.
Like,
facts. King Von, like the lot of niggas didn't know who King Von was until he died. Look at that. Like Pop Smoke actually like Pop Smoke had a song with Travis Scott when he was alive.
Yeah.
King Von was like still like
some drill shit like.
Yeah, he was still like
somebody that Lil Durk spoke about.
Exactly. Niggas definitely didn't know who King Von was. Niggas knew Crazy Story and like, and then that was it. They weren't King Von's fans. And like, even then it was like this nigga like I'm not gonna front. So like the reason I think about this is because King Von dropped a new album like not too long ago, and like that shit was trash.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. That's not even like no disrespect to my guy. That's not my style of music, but I done it. There's a reason that wasn't my style of music. You know, I didn't like it. There's no disrespect to him. Maybe it was good to some niggas and he did his thing, but it's just like, nah, like, me personally, like my taste is not that, you know what I'm saying? So I can't give this nigga or anybody that kind of title, bro. Like that's not something I mess with. You know what I mean?
I'm working on. But he go hard.
Yeah, there's some. Like I said,
of
but like
course,
nigga,
there's some songs
if you look at me like, and I was like, tell me 10 songs and rap one of them. From the start to the end. Kill me now.
And then even
I
then,
can't give you 10 songs, but I can't give you 10.
I can tell you. No, I was saying I can give you 10. Like so, like yeah,
10?
right now. I could, yeah. So Demon, War, I Am Who I Am, Crazy Story, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Off top right now. Did I say Demon already?
Yeah. Nah, I said
no. Fucking you're right. But he has that song.
But like you could.
He has that song pressing.
If you wanted to work it, you could. Yeah, but like 10, just like blah, like.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. 10 is kind of big.
No, wait, because
like if I think about a lot of niggas, I don't know if I can use just 10 off the dome. Like, I know 10 Lil Baby songs.
Like when I say like, let me clarify before. Like when I said like King Von's album was trash, like it wasn't like horrible. Like it wasn't the worst thing in the world. But like it was like 20 songs. And like 4 of them went. Like 4 of them went crazy. And like the thing is too is like this is his second album after he died. Like so this one like low-key didn't need to drop. They probably just need to drop a couple singles. Yeah. And the thing is too is like even like off the first album, like King Von's first album, I never finished it because like it's impossible to listen to somebody talk about for 20 songs shooting and killing somebody and I'ma shoot you so hard. This shit talks about nothing else. Oh bitch, like he has like love songs, but they're just like I'ma fuck you songs, you know? So like it's impossible. Like imagine listening to King Von like sitting through that album, like an hour of just King Von just shooting, I'm gonna kill you. It's impossible. Like I can tell you if I like a King Von song in the first 15 seconds because just off he's flowing. Because I know he's not gonna say anything, so like it's not like I'm listening to his words really. It's just like is the way he's flowing on the beat, is it gonna sound good? Yeah. And like honestly, like the second album, it was just like he has like a lot of these flows that are just like super just like basic, man, like basic. It's like, like I don't know. It's just maybe it's just not my sound. Like maybe there's niggas who hear that and they're like this shit goes crazy, but like that flow is like
niggas.
I don't know, but that flow is just not it. And he did that flow for like 15 songs on the album. It's like damn, like you made the same song.
Or let's get old. Like he's not here. I don't even think he would have did that. Like
that's
I
what
think
I'm saying.
some niggas that are just like trying to sell some
Yeah,
shit.
that was released after he passed.
Yeah, it was released
Maybe he probably wouldn't have those songs. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know.
I hate that shit too. How niggas be trying to like profit off the dead, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas be trying to get the bag off of dead people. I don't understand that shit, bro. Like
That's a big thing.
Clout and anything
big
dead.
thing. It's clout and oh my goodness. Like how many people were best friends with this nigga? Like whoever passes away. Like how many niggas were best friends with
this is my dog.
like,
this is
what?
my guy.
You not. Hell not your best friend, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I asked him yesterday when he was alive, who's his best friend, he's not saying your name.
Right.
You're not even on the top 5 list, nigga. So why are you even like saying it like that now? Cause y'all was boys when you was 12, 14? Like I don't understand that stuff, bro.
Me either. And like a lot of niggas be fake too, cause like even with celebrities, but even like in real life, niggas will go like follow somebody after they die.
Yeah.
And nigga, what do you expect them to post?
You gonna get
think about a post,
You
bro?
not follow back, right? Like what?
If you wasn't following him while he was breathing, nigga, don't start
like,
now. What the fuck?
Now it's like for real. What are you waiting on?
Nah, I don't understand it.
It's crazy. That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. I don't like that shit.
When I die, I won't be posted, bro. I'm not even talking like that's gonna happen soon. God forbid. I do not want to be posted or nothing. If my niggas are here, y'all make sure that shit happens.
I just want my niggas to love me. I just want people to show me love while I'm here. Like, if you fuck with me now, like, let me know you fuck with me while I'm alive. Nigga. Like, give my flowers before I die. Nigga. Like, for real.
I don't want niggas to post me because
Like, I always wondered that too. Was like how many fake niggas would be like pop out after I die? Like I don't want to.
I be thinking.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that yesterday. Like when I die, it's just like damn, like everything shuts down. Where does my spirit go?
That's some crazy shit to think about. Like, what happened?
Like, and then people are gonna, somebody's gonna take your body and just put it in. Everybody's gonna cry. Like all types of shit. Like
I want my funeral.
I never even thought about my funeral.
I want my funeral to be happy.
Yeah, because I'm in a better place and shit.
I don't even know, bro. I hope that. I just want. I don't even know.
No, I don't know. For me, like, I don't know. I just, for me, like even like not on the funeral part, just like maybe at the funeral, like for me, like I don't want my funeral to be sad and shit like that. I want people to like just like real life celebrate my life. Like yeah, like have the funeral, like feel what you gotta feel, but like I want it to be like a good time. Like I want niggas to go up there and like tell funny stories about me and shit like that.
Yo, remember when they? Oh yeah, that. I agree in that aspect. And that's how it is in like a lot of cultures. Like it's not, funerals aren't sad in like a lot of other places in the world. You know what I mean? Like here is when it's like down and like morbid and stuff like that. And a lot of places is upbeat music playing, everybody's drinking, everybody's having a great time because it's a celebration of their life, not a sadness of everything, you know, that they couldn't do now. Like I feel like that's like what we do here. It's like when people pass away, we don't look at what they accomplished at all. We just kind of
what they could have done.
Yeah, and it's just like,
And the thing is too is like Americans are scared of death. Like it's putting them to American culture to be scared of death. Cause like it sounds crazy because like a lot of other like countries and like cultures are based off of religion. American culture is legit not based off of religion.
Yeah.
It's based off of like economy, like capitalism, leaving different cultures and like leaving a legacy and like being who you are while you're here. So like people are scared to die, you know.
Yeah.
Like other countries, like people like obviously they don't want to die. I'm assuming, but like they embrace it. Like
exactly.
Not down south, but like in Latin America they have like Day of the Dead, like they celebrate that stuff. It's like,
they go crazy. Like that's literally a parade, bro.
Exactly.
When somebody passes.
Mexico and shit.
They turn up in cemeteries. We're scared to go to cemeteries. Like cemeteries are spooky over here.
Yeah,
you know
they go there to talk to their people still, like their spirits, and they like that's crazy what you just said. We're really scared. We're scared to go to cemeteries, and people really like love cemeteries in like any other part of the world. Like that sounds crazy. Like when I say that kind of sounds crazy to me that people love cemeteries. But like why though? Like they're going to talk to like that's cool, bro. That's some fire stuff. But like I don't know.
Facts. And if anybody was gonna hurt you, it's not the dead niggas.
Yeah, that's a fact.
A dead nigga has never killed anybody.
It's just like mental. I feel like
it is.
No, but once again, it just comes from that fear. Like we're scared of death.
Yeah. Because we were always told that it's such an awful thing. Which I mean, not something I want to do right now. I don't want to die, but.
Nah, bro. I tried to commit suicide one time. I almost died. I'm never doing that bullshit again. I'm never doing that bullshit again.
Yo, at first I was like, huh?
No bullshit, bro. No, see, nah, thank you, that's not good. But nah, no bullshit. I texted, like, I had to say that joke in person, because you get it? But, nigga, I texted somebody that joke, and they're like, yo, Marcus, like.
Sending you all these applications to call.
No, Marcus, they call you, like, yo, you good, bro? I was like, damn, I guess I can't text that joke. I can't text that joke to somebody, huh? Because it's just, like, funny, because, like, no shit, nigga, you almost died and tried to do this. That's the joke. But nah, yes.
I didn't even get it, but I just got it.
Nah, I know you did it. Because I saw your face when he said it, and you're like...
nah. Okay, disclaimer, I've never tried suicide. Suicide's not a joke. I've never tried suicide.
Nah.
Yo.
It's just wordplay, that's all wordplay.
It's a little wordplay. But nah, but like I know me personally, like when I think of death, this definitely like is a scary thing to me. Like there's definitely a fear there for me. And like the reason like I said it too is because like maybe like I just projected my beliefs onto like what I think other Americans think, but like I know like for me it's because like I want to do so many things while I'm here. Like for me like my biggest fear right now is to die young. Is to just like let's just like I'm driving home and I fucking fly off the high. That's because
it's
like because
that's why I don't even go out the house, bro.
What you say?
That's why I don't even go out the house. Oh bullshit.
I feel you, but nigga, what if you just chill, fucking tree just falls, boom, done.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Done.
God,
you could die 1,000 times.
God will really like he'll take you in and he'll put you on whenever he wants, bro. Like,
exactly.
At any time.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Exactly. And like my biggest fear with the death thing is too is like I feel like I have so many ideas I want to get out. Like think about it, nigga, if I just died tomorrow, the YouTube channel is just done. There's so many podcasts that
video never gets posted.
Exactly.
You guys never even hear this conversation.
Facts. So many songs I have that I just don't like. So I'm saying like main thing I think I just because I think I'm just really legacy focused. Honestly.
Yeah, and just because like time is so precious, bro. Like we haven't lived yet. We don't have like in order to die like. In order to really die, you have to have lived, and we haven't even lived, bro. Like, niggas aren't gonna know that we lived. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you die, you're supposed, like, the goal is supposed to be have people know that you died. You know what I'm saying? Like, have an impact or something. If we were to die right now, it's like, maybe this small area is gonna know, really. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't die, we didn't really live enough to die. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't leave an impact. And we didn't have enough time to actually live, you know, if that makes sense.
Leave your mark on the world.
Exactly.
That's a big thing I definitely agree with too. And like, what's it called? Like, I don't know. Like for me, like ability to, I don't want to be forgotten when I die. Like people die every day. Yeah. And like what? You're remembered for one generation, maybe two people talk about you.
Some people even for a couple of months, bro. You'll talk about them, and then people stop, it fades out, and then maybe every year they'll make a post. Maybe then every 5 years, and maybe
20 years on the road.
20 on the occasion.
Mm-hmm. But then just think, but even
never, you know.
But then even think about that. Like, just think about like, let's say that like we die, and then like everyone that you know dies. You know what I'm saying like you're just like that's what, I don't know who said it, but it was like people die twice when you die physically and when your name is spoken last.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's something. That is something for real because there's definitely people like. In my family, or like in all of our families, like generations.
Never
we never even heard about. Like they don't even have stories about. Like nobody, like that's crazy, bro. And they probably people that will never even knew existed. They probably had a very interesting life, or very like, dude, that's crazy.
Probably went through some fucking shit. No, I'm saying like we'll just never know. Like that shit like blows my mind. And like. I think about like there's niggas who are like think about like Leonidas or the Roman. He's immortal. Alexander the Great. He's immortal. We'll talk about him talked about him for centuries. Yeah. Like Martin Luther King. That's gonna be something they talk about for centuries. But I don't know if the government how they be acting shady. They might delete. They might delete that nigga. But but that's something we'll talk about for centuries. You know. And like why can't that be me? And I don't know. Like that's how I live my life all the time. Like I see someone do something. It's like if I want to do it, it's like why can't that be me? Yeah. I see these niggas we talk about in history forever. Like why can't I be that one day? Why can't I leave my mark on the world?
That's a fact.
And it's like I feel like I know I got only speak in certainties. I know I will, and it's just like it's just time, you know.
That's why I feel like death is so scary because time is it's so uncertain.
So uncertain.
Like you don't know how much time you have until that glass runs out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scariest thing in the world. Well, so okay, would you rather know when or how?
Oh, I feel like knowing. I think
crazy, right?
Like
that's
knowing
crazy.
Nah, because I feel like if you know when, so I guess knowing when is better because I feel like knowing how is like you're gonna try and avoid it. You're trying to avoid it forever. Like let's say like they say, oh you die eating chicken, so now you're just never gonna eat chicken again. Like, and they say you love chicken. Like, say you love chicken. Now you're just fucking your life up.
I think you're never gonna be near water again. You're not gonna fuck with water ever.
You're gonna drink it.
Bro, like, what?
Juices.
Bro, what? Like you're gonna think even when you take a sip, like you're gonna. Is this the one that I choke on? Like,
That's no shit.
You're gonna die, bro. And then you're gonna choke on it.
That's what kills you. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So you'd rather know when?
Yeah, because this is.
You'd rather know when or how?
Damn, when?
Yeah, I think me too.
Because I feel like there's perspective you can put on it. If you, cause like I said, like with the, like if knowing like how, it kind of that just leads to paranoia.
Yeah.
Knowing when, it gives you a date, it gives you a time, and you can be like, you can look at it and you can either dread the day, or you can be like, fuck it, or you can be like, fuck it, I'm gonna turn up until then, and it just happens, you know. Like however it happens, it happens. But like, let's say like they tell me
it feels like a year, like 12 days.
That's like scary.
Does a person do that?
Like my first, like I'll never be depressed for a couple days.
It's like you got a year to like just go crazy and then like you know.
Some shit.
Actually, I'd be like, fuck it. I just try to do the move.
I'd probably, at that point, I'd probably live like nuts.
Yeah.
I would definitely, like, if I knew I would die, then I would start trying shit.
No, but
That's what you got. Like start using the same mentality because that is just and do the most because nigga really any second though like niggas is just.
But then that's how niggas crash out too.
Do the most. I mean yeah, but at the same time too realize like.
They're like yo, you
pray for tomorrow.
That was the one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I'm saying when you do your work, just do it to the max. Like don't like half-ass it. Like. Just
put your own time.
Yeah, because you can always just die tomorrow. Like, you can always just die tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. Yeah. You can just die. Like, and it's crazy. Like, and like the thing is for me though, like when you're just talking about like saying like, let's just say you go to the doctor, they're like you have cancer, you have 1 year to live. Yeah. Like, there's like a lot of ways I can go. You can either be like, because like, how would you really like? Would you rather actually wild out, like live life to the fullest, or would you want to spend it with the people you love? Like, there's just like, cause I always say like, fuck, I'll just wild out. But it's like, damn, like what I want to spend time with my niggas. I want to spend time with my mom. Like,
yeah, you always want to be with.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like 2 ways to go. But there's also it's like, and then like the other side of the coin of like fucking I always experience mad shit. And then you just go wild out. That's how niggas be like, cause I feel like the first thing that came to my head was like, fuck, I'm gonna just try like DMT and shit. I'm gonna try the drugs. I'm gonna try the drugs I want to try.
My mind didn't go to drugs, not gonna lie, but it went to definitely some like extreme like cliff jumping, like just things like just why you want to do that right now. Like I don't understand.
Next time we're gonna be lit. I'll go cliff jumping right now.
I've been like, I've been like cliff jumping.
Just to get that height fear over with, or just jump out of a plane or something.
Have you gone to, but nigga, you can't swim, so you can't take your cliff jump. Cause I was gonna say we can go to Beckett, bro.
I was thinking about the bags, where you put the bags in.
You about to just learn how to swim.
Yeah, nigga,
honestly, bro, I actually know how to swim. I just gotta be like more confident.
Yeah, you know, like I've seen you in the pool, like
with the basics.
Like I've literally seen this nigga swim.
It's a mindset.
He says,
it's like
I'm just like you're literally swimming.
But I just feel like
what the fuck are you talking about?
But
him and Dylan both do that shit. Like I've seen Dylan fucking swim, bro. Like he says that he can't swim.
Nah, no bullshit. It really is a mindset.
They're just not confident swimmers. That's all. Like I've literally seen y'all niggas like actually swim. Like.
But I gotta practice. I get better though. Like that's one thing I have to overcome too is swimming.
Let's get you some water this summer. Let's get you some water this summer.
It's open this summer.
You said that last summer.
I definitely didn't say that last summer.
Last summer nothing. Yeah.
Maybe I'm tripping.
I remember.
But I thought this summer you're like, yeah, like they're gonna get like the people to come through, so like that get the shit out, and then I don't think it happened. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Nah, last summer a lot of shit was going on.
Oh, so maybe
it's
been a lot of summers here.
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a time it was supposed to open and it opened, and it was just like.
Summer before that, that shit was fire.
Yeah, it was open then. I know that was like, and senior summer. Like my senior year.
No, that was the time we had that pool party. That was fun.
Exactly. Was that?
That was like junior year.
Oh no, that was
That's time. No, I had a flat top still, so that was probably like.
That was sophomore.
Sophomore year.
When I left.
Yeah, that's when you left. You had a flat top.
That's crazy. I don't even remember where we were going with that before that.
No.
Oh yeah.
She's nigga how to swim. Like we gotta get you some water this summer, bro. Cause like it really is like with like a lot of shit, bro. It's just a mindset, bro. It's a skill. Like even me, like I can't ride a bike, but like you taught me like you kind of taught me how to ride a bike. Like those 30 minutes.
Ride a bike, bro.
It's just practice. If I practice it more, I'll get better at it.
Yeah.
Cause it's just like I don't know. It's just like
start you off. You just try the motorcycle.
Just start from the motorcycle. Hell yeah. Man.
It's gonna go. So like you're not gonna have to pedal it. Just. You know.
I see. Yeah.
Just don't lean too much.
That's crazy though. No, you can do that though.
You know,
you think any nigga like learned how to ride like a bike, like on a bike, like on a motorcycle? Like
maybe
never rode a bike or like just hop on that shit.
Definitely, some niggas definitely done that before. Do you think the skills transfer? Do you think they
learn just hop on a bike and just know how? Nah, probably not. I feel like maybe not.
I feel like you learn on a motorcycle it'd be hard to ride a bike.
It's about balance though. Like you gotta balance. Like don't you have to balance the same thing or does it stay straight?
Nah, I just hop on that shit.
Yeah.
Like I know how to.
Cause I see you like do movements and shit like that, and I'm like, damn,
I don't know. I rode a bike for like ever. It's just kind of like.
It's natural, yeah.
I just
type
do
shit.
it. I'm like, if I'm gonna make this thing, I really gotta do that.
Yeah.
And like, I just do it. I don't know.
So it's just subconscious. It transfers.
Because I remember, like you said, like I didn't think I ever I don't think I ever lean. Like I never thought I'd lean. I thought I just like turned, but like I know I do. I definitely lean like this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, you gotta turn shit.
Yeah, I don't even remember doing it though. It's just crazy.
It's just some shit you do. And you gotta do it.
Yeah, you're just gonna crash.
You're just gonna crash.
You guys think you work like better like under pressure when you have like mad time to do something?
Like under pressure, and McDonald's shows it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like when niggas are like really pressing that.
Bro, there's nobody in that kitchen. It's just me at night, and the line is just full, and I have to push the line. So it's either I get a stepping or my screen is gonna be full. Yeah, and then like, what can I do? Complain, right?
Yeah.
I can't. I can't complain. You don't got time to complain. You gotta do the food and chill out.
You
and
see the niggas in front of you, like it's like
they're waiting for you, and you gotta do your job. Like you're not gonna call them for help. So
that's how I say
you just have to do it.
That took me a while to like get that mindset. Like I'd always like see shit, like a bunch of shit, and I'd be like, instantly I'd be like, all right, so how am I gonna get my way out of this one? And then I just realized like there's no shortcut doing this. Sometimes you can't. It's not a shortcut. You gotta really just sit through it and do the whole thing. And then that's when I'm like, all right, well fuck it, better start now. And then I'm like, all right.
What are you talking about, like shoveling or something?
Shit, that's something. That is something. Like I'm like, all right, so who's gonna like maybe this nigga's gonna come like with this snowblower and plow the sidewalk or something like that, and then I'm just like, well, he still hasn't come, so I'm like, all right, you gotta go. It's gotta be me.
Nah, no bullshit. Like I feel like I have that same mindset. Like if I don't do it, how the fuck's it gonna get done?
Yeah.
If someone's getting chased down by the ops outside.
Right down the street. Nigga just runs through you.
We're gonna hide. Like in the basement. Nigga.
Like shit, nigga, go to the attic and make.
Oh, facts. Yeah.
Nah, I definitely had it in the garage, nigga. There's so much shit down there. I like go to the box. There's mad places. I was thinking that. I was like, if the cop ever came here, I'd probably just hide it.
You can play crazy man over here.
I'll be in it. It'd be hard unless they probably.
I gotta hide I gotta start displaying my shit like that, cause.
Nah, fuck it. Nah, yo, like, y'all know who Lia Thomas is?
Lia Thomas.
Yeah, she's not like someone from over here. She's not like someone from over here.
Sounds like a basketball girl.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put y'all on. I'll probably have to show y'all. I'm about to show y'all a picture of this girl too. But look, so Lia Thomas. So she's on a D1.
Oh my God, the swimmer nigga. Shut up! I'm not doing it. I'm getting out of here.
We're talking about it.
That's a whole nigga, bro.
Wait, but we knew that. Didn't we talk about that? Like, come on.
What the fuck?
They think just cause like
we're probably so fucking mad,
bro. This nigga think cause
wait. Can I tell people who Lia Thomas is? So before we get into this, let people know who Lia Thomas is.
He's hung.
So Lia Thomas is like a D1. Lia Thomas is a D1 swimmer. I think she goes to Penn State. And she used to be a man. She's a transgender.
6'4".
And she was a D1, so before she was a woman, like, transition, she was a D1 swimmer on the Penn State's men's team. So it wasn't like she was just, like, some regular, like, she was on the men's team.
Swim. It wasn't a 6'4" regular man. It was a 6'4" D1 college athlete.
Mm-hmm. And now she transitioned, and like before, like, and she was like when she was a man, like for transition, she was middle of the pack, like just average.
Wasn't no superstar.
She broke records this year. Like every race she swam, she broke a record, and she just won. Came in first place in like the D1 Nationals.
Which is just,
shouldn't be a thing.
Which is just
realistically, the girl that was in second place was the first.
Hell yeah.
Like when you look at biological man and a biological woman,
you forget the nature of shit.
We're gonna be stronger than a girl is, and any girl they won't argue that. They'll be like, yeah, dude. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have you pick that up. Like this is the truth, bro. And it's not like to disrespect anybody. It's just that's the fact. So to do that is just crazy to me.
It's fucked up.
Like these girls have been competing at that level their whole lives. Nigga, you have an advantage.
But he was ahead of him in the videos.
So, he went by like 20 seconds.
Next thing is what
his shoulders.
When niggas start doing this like to the league.
Yeah, like the WNBA, bro. Like
it's not gonna be the same.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
you think that's gonna happen? No, you think they're gonna start trying to like take away that?
They're gonna get annoyed at some point.
They're gonna have to draw a line, bro.
Exactly.
They're gonna have
that's what I think.
I think Lia Thomas should be like it should be cut already.
That should be.
It should be because like she's not even the first one, bro. It's just got more cuts like D1, but like there's like people, there's like trans people down south who like do track, like the wrestler. Did you hear about the wrestler like 3 years ago who was like putting bitches in headlocks?
Yeah, that
was like a nigga, bro.
What you were about to say too. That was like all that.
You said,
and then like
it's a whole.
It's like it just happens. Like it's just like it's happening more and more. Like 5 years ago, it was like a novelty. Like now, like it's starting to happen. Like Lia Thomas is just probably like the biggest one to really hit the news.
They knew that though. Like man and female nature is just so different. Like why they like acting like why they letting these niggas like compete in women's sport? Like especially individual women's sport too. Like you know damn well who's gonna win. Like no disrespect or nothing. But
make it if.
Like you know who's gonna win already.
It's own league,
yeah, and you can't. They don't have enough of them.
Bro. Like it's just like you can't do that. That's not fair. That's not right, bro. That's not. That's literally bending the rules, bro. For what? And how can you be confident in that? Like you're happy, you're satisfied with that victory. I hope you're not, because you should feel like disappointed, bro.
And like
that's not anything to be proud of. You didn't really achieve anything. You're still hop back onto the level that you were competing at again. Where are you gonna be?
And get better, right?
Like, you didn't get any better. You just lowered your level of competition, and now you're like
number one down.
That's just so like that's wrong. That's really really wrong.
It's that basketball too. Don't fuck around. They be dunking on the.
No, it's fucked up. Like it's crazy because like the thing is like what's it called like even talking about basketball like this proves it. So like my freshman year we always went to the same high school. Yeah. Our basketball team, the women's basketball team, won like states that year, and our freshman team would scrimmage them, and we would 30 point like straight, and these were the girls that won state championship. My freshman basketball team like with me on it would, and I'm not a hooper. We would 30 point scrape these women like it's like bad. Like so, like it's not the same thing. Like it's so fucked up.
It isn't, and they don't learn the same way. It's just not. It's not the same.
And then
a guy is not a girl, bro. It's the truth.
And then even things. So like even too. So like let me get out there. Like I'm not transphobic. I totally like I don't care. Like
you do what you want.
And like the
real
world,
the sports aspect, bro. You can't do that. You can't.
Yeah, and like the way I see it too is like sports should go off of. So like she changed her gender identity by being a trans. It should go off your biology. Like it should go off your sex. Because like at the end of the day, like. When you become transgender, you change your gender. You don't become transsexual. Yeah. So it's supposed to go off of your sexual identity, like you're male, female, not your gender. Like you know what I'm saying? Like 100%. So those are two. Gender and sexual identity are two different things.
100%.
And it's like
you can't. One of them you can't argue. The other one, whatever you want.
Exactly. You can be what you want. I don't really care. Be a patchy tack helicopter. I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to competing and competition, and there's rules and regulations for everybody to follow. It shouldn't break at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's for trans people because they can change their name whenever.
I can't go hopping and swimming a girl.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. No disrespect.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and the thing is,
what if I just say like, yo, I'm a girl. Like, I'm a girl. I go feed my kid. Like, I'm a girl, bro. Let me swim.
But that's the same thing.
Like, what are you saying, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not gonna work. So why? Like, I don't. It's just.
I feel like them niggas have like They can do anything they want basically because they're welcome to change their names whenever. And
the thing is too is like, and people are scared to speak
their gender.
up, bro.
I'm not. I mean, but I don't.
Now it's becoming very. It's gonna break soon.
But like,
people are getting pissed. People are getting.
Yeah, I seen a Dr. Phil video.
No,
watch the whole shit.
Yeah.
Like that shit is just absurd. Like the nigga was just coming at their neck, but the way the crowd was reacting.
And the guy. Like,
yeah, bro. They didn't even know what they were saying. Like they sound like.
The guy like the guy that was like defend like on the against
type shit, bro. But the way the crowds were reacting, they were reacting to the trans instead of like the nigga.
Like they were negatively to the transgender.
They weren't even like good. They were like reacting good to whatever they were saying because they agreed with what they were saying, but what they were saying made no sense. So it's just like, what do you agree? The trans were saying. The crowd
was agreeing with the transgender
instead of like the nigga, but like I just tell you, like our society is just like backwards, like
no, I don't know
that shit. I mean, niggas can do whatever they want. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like why do you get like? Come on.
Quality when it stops becoming about equality, that's when.
And it's not about quality anymore. They want superiority. Like, cause like the thing is like
they do have superiority. Like they can change their names whenever. I can't change my name. I can't be like, oh hi, my name today is Tony. But they can go from. You're spitting. You're spitting. Like I agree with you. I agree. That was come on. Like you can't. I can't do that. Like and like you can get away with shit like that too. Cause like you're just like changing your name like. Randomly, bro, at work, like I went from calling this person one thing, and then on the next day, the person's name is Johnson or some shit, bro. Like, bro, I was calling you by your name yesterday. Like, what happened? Like, you didn't even tell me that. It says on the calendar. Now I'm just over here acting looking like a dumbass, asking, oh, who's this and this, and and they wave to me like I'm like, oh, like I'm not calling by their old name, like, bro, that's not what you introduced me as. Like, you said your name was this, like. So why are you like out of nowhere like changing your name now and then? I bet you next week you're gonna change your name again. Come on, like.
And see, honestly, even me, like on that level, I don't even care. Like if you want to change your name like just like that, I don't like that shit. Doesn't like it's not anything about it. Like once I get used to it, I'll call you whatever the fuck you want me to call you. I don't really give a fuck. For me, it just comes down like for me, it's just really on like that sports level shit because I can like think about the ramifications it can have. Like Lia Thomas is like that, but like so let's say like she won the championships. Think about that girl. That came second would never get a chance to win a championship. Bro, but then
she's the number one, realistically. I mean, in their sport.
And then think about the girl who didn't get to qualify because Lia Thomas was in that spot. And think about like scholarships. Like let's say this thing like this becomes a thing now because like we're moving more to an area where like people are getting their sex changed at like 15, 16.
Yeah, bro, so they can.
So like imagine like this starts happening in high school and our girls are not getting scholarships because we have niggas running around looking like Mick playing soccer for the women's team.
You gotta be tight, bro. Niggas are gonna get tight at some point and they're just gonna start talking shit about. I feel like.
I think we are reaching a breaking point.
Yeah, we definitely are. And it was like similar to like. The LGBTQ movement.
Well, this is all the same way. This is all.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like it was very similar to like how they were doing that. Like gay rights people were like kind of
not so like
looking for superiority, you know. And now things are modded back a little bit, but like on all the TV shows, they were just changing people to gay. They were for like why?
No, but that's still the thing. That's still the thing. Superman's still kissing boys in comics, and like even then, like
what's up with that?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know that? Wait. The mom, one of the moms was
make her a lesbian.
Yeah, that's why. That shit.
Just like 10 years.
That ruined
that ruined her husband's name is Howard.
Like literally ruined it. Like they ruined everything.
Yeah, like for what did that have to happen?
Yeah, like
there's no reason.
It's stupid. Like if you don't write someone, I don't know. Like being gay is not a character trait. Like and so many people like retroactively go back and like make a character gay. Like it's just like I don't want to say it's stupid because like I'm all for inclusion. But if you're gonna make a character like so like there's a show called Invincible. There's a gay character. Like the main character's best friend is gay, and that's a really fucking good gay character. Like because he's
fucking gay.
No, and too it's like he's a person too. Like he's a person that is gay. He's not gay. And then they can now just make a person around that. Yeah. He's like, it's just gay. Like, he's just a gay guy. It's whatever. And the thing is, so, like, that's actually good. But like I was saying before, like, I think we're reaching the breaking point. Because, like,
tweaking everything with gay people down.
And, like, just think about it, bro. Like, in our lifetime, like the thing about like so gay people in real life had a civil rights revolution. In our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like when we were kids, gay people couldn't even get married. And that's fucked up. It's wrong. That's not okay.
Yeah.
But look where the fuck we are right now, bro. I'm 20 years old.
They're trying to go past that too. Like it's just like
I remember like gay people, I remember the day gay people could get married.
yeah, literally we lived through that.
Exactly. And now we're sitting here where Lia Thomas is happening.
Yeah.
And like they still want more. Like the thing is too is like things like it's to the point now where like they want superiority because we can't talk about them. Like you can't like comedians trying to get canceled. Like you make a gay joke on TV, people trying to cancel you. Like
it's nuts.
Like niggas get made fun of every day. Niggas make black jokes every day. Niggas make white jokes every day. Niggas make Puerto Rican jokes every day. Niggas make fat jokes, skinny jokes. Niggas are gonna make gay jokes.
I think they gotta be
That's what a lot of that stuff comes from. That dark humor and all that.
Yo.
Like I don't know, man. That stuff's crazy.
Nah, every pussy though. Like no offense, but.
No, they are. Straight up, bro. Cause you're like a real, like, I don't even want to say a real.
You can't say
like a real gay person, bro, does not like what's going on right now. They're like, you know what I'm saying, like.
But you can't even say anything or you speak your mind about anything around gay people. Once you say something, they get emotional. That's that feminine side. If you're
not everyone. Like the ones that are like really like preaching this shit, like if you're just
that new generation
like,
type shit.
You're just like whatever, like then be like like that's fine, bro. But like I shouldn't have to like be told. You shouldn't tell me you're gay, bro. Like
type
you know what I
shit,
mean?
yeah.
Like it shouldn't have to be a conversation that you have to bring up. Like you don't gotta tell me you're black, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. Like I don't care. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not a thing that like you know what I'm saying?
It comes up type shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like whoa, like oh my god, like. Stop trying to smack me in the face with that shit.
In fact, even me, I'm like cool with gay niggas. I don't care if you're like there's niggas I broke that are gay. They talk to you like that. Like there's this nigga like I'm like you probably remember him. We was working at McDonald's. I don't know if he's still there or not. Nigga, don't say no name. Shut up. What was it called? Like, but no, not him. Fuck. That nigga's not gay. That nigga is not gay.
Yeah, now he really has to.
Nah, there was like nigga say like this nigga at the job that's gay. Like I didn't know he was gay for the ill time. We would talk every day.
But he wouldn't tell you though, right?
What?
Like, he didn't even have like tell you tight shit like.
Nah, then one day he was just like he was like yeah, me and my boyfriend. I was like oh shit. I was like yeah, you're gay, bro. He was like yeah. And I was like. Our relationship never changed.
Exactly, and that's how it's supposed to be, nigga. Like you shouldn't feel obligated to like make me think, like make me understand you. Like you know.
He didn't even talked about sex and it wasn't weird because he wasn't being weird about it. You know?
Like it's cool. Like nigga, you talk your shit up. You have your business. You have your life, nigga. I'm not gonna be like, damn, you're disgusting because you're gay. Like no, nigga. But if you're trying to like force some shit upon me, like. Trying to make me understand, like think. I don't know. Trying to make me like, I don't know. I just hate that shit. Like I just hate that shit. That controlling aspect. That you need to think this way.
Yeah, that's how I feel like. I have other things too. I just feel like obviously I don't want to use the word oppression because I still feel like gay people are like the minority. Like, the word oppression is probably not the right word, but I feel like the government is definitely like pushing it onto people. Like it's like the media. It's trendy right now.
Yeah,
it's just like how Black Lives Matters last year was trendy.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say like being gay and like LGBT is trendy, but like for like the past like 5, especially the last 5 years, the media definitely makes it trendy to like at least try out and experiment with your sexuality, which is like cool. Like find out who you are, like who you want to be. But the way the media pushes it makes it seem like.
They're going about it.
Push it hard. Yeah, like little kids, like they're like.
And that's where
they're doing it to very impressionable groups. You know what I mean? That are making people confused and changing people's lives when they didn't even want to do that in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like making it a trend, putting it on TV shows. Now it's making kids like that weren't even gonna think that way. You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. Let people be who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And the thing is too is like, more about that superiority, it's tabooness. Is like people aren't gonna like this. Like people are not gonna focus on having this conversation. Like people like niggas will talk shit.
There's a lot of things I said that people probably would be like, yo, we're really shitting on people.
Like niggas will real life talk shit. Like
I tell this to people in that.
But this but
I will too. That's why I don't feel
facts.
bad. Like if anybody wants to hear this is the truth.
At work, they hate me because I don't even look at the
I don't know about that.
See, you're demonic. Like I don't mind.
No more.
I don't mind like
Nah, but realistically though, like I don't even mean to, but like niggas don't like me at work because I won't look towards these niggas like wait, and I don't mean like oh now like belittle them or some shit, but like it's just like I don't want to be rude like by looking at you and looking at your features and trying to see like what it is with you like
what changed,
like type shit like so I don't even like I put my eyes on. I don't look at nobody.
It's dead, but it still keeps going. So
shit.
Nah, see, for me, like, I don't know, like, I grew up with a transgender my whole life. So, like, I'm super open to it. Like, like, one of our friends' siblings is deadass transgender. So, like, I grew up, like when I met them, they introduced me. Exactly, the niggas don't even know. Like, they introduced me.
I didn't even know that. Like, they told me type shit.
Exactly, and for me, so I'm saying, like, I don't mind, like, I'm sorry, I don't mind, like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, so, like, I grew up, they introduced me, they were a girl. And then, like, they just slowly started to change, and like for me, like when it first started off, I made mistakes here and there, but it was never like I'm not gonna like not call them. Like now, like I don't even think about it. Like
that's true.
I don't even think about them being like when they weren't a woman, like a woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's like I don't really care if you want to change, like open up your sexuality. Like go ahead, like experiment, shit like that. But like do it because you want to do it. Like the government, like the media doesn't because like they want us to do it. They want us to try it out. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I was trying to say. You said it way more like responsible with respect. Like
what
I was trying to say. That like stop. Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, and then like the thing is too, is because like we have people like Lil Nas X like out here like twerking on like the devil and shit like that, like, which is like that's just like even if you were a girl twerking on the devil, that shit's just weird, nigga. Like nigga like the WAP music video, that shit's weird, nigga. Like
that's the shit they're trying to push.
That shit's stupid. Like the fact that niggas push that shit's weird. I don't care if it was because you're gay. Like I don't even want to see like Meg Thee Stallion talk about her fucking coochie, so I don't want to hear you talking about dick, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't care, so like, either way, it's like...
Exactly, imagine it for the little kids, if they had kids and shit like that, how it impacts the little kids, like...
And they do have little kids watching that every day.
It's the same shit with it's the same shit with our adults, like, type shit. Yeah, and then... That's how our generation now is just like fucked up because the adults are not even doing what the adults... I can't even go to an adult and ask them for advice, like... You're supposed to look up to the older, like, type shit, like...
I get better advice from you than I get from, like, a
bro, like, the adults don't even have the advice no more, because they want to act like the younger kids, like... It's crazy. You talk to an adult, oh yeah, I sell this, I do this.
It's crazy how
like,
much adults try to fit into this shit.
I'm like,
they're
damn,
trying
like...
to, say, like, I'm talking, like, 30 to, like, 40.
Yeah, don't try, like...
They're trying to, like, be... Like
their 20-year-old self
like
still
hip. Like trying to make themselves hip, like not even like I don't know how to say.
No, so like I forget you say so like me, I'm 20 years old obviously, and I work a job like I work with like 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men, 30-year-old men. I gotta say something
before I forget. They'll say something where they think it's like a brag, but it's just like I don't want to be like that. Like it's crazy that you're saying that so you can like flex with me. Like no, you're 40 and that you're bragging about selling that dime bag. I don't. Nah, bro.
Like what happened?
You got that wrong. You got that wrong.
I'm not even trying to do that when I'm 40.
That's not where I'm headed. Like you know what? I mean?
Talking to me about fucking bitches, bro. Like,
no, bro. Where's your wife and your children? That's what I want when I'm 40, bro. Like you know what I mean? But all right, back to what you said.
No, I'm saying no. Actually, I was just gonna go at that, but getting your point of view made me better. It's like I'm saying, I used to work with this one nigga at my job, and like he's like in his 40s, like deadass, and we would sit next to each other like talking, and he'd just like be like, look at that girl's ass. Like cool, like it's cool, like I'm looking some ass, like honestly, like no matter what age you are,
I could be his daughter type shit. Like why you saying that?
Like that nigga real like could be your daughter.
My dad used to tell me that shit like he won't even do that shit because he knows like he has kids and he has all types of age. So he's like, oh, like, and my mom be like, yeah, she's little. Like I could be somebody's daughter. Like niggas don't even think like that no more. Yeah. All the adults like they fucking with the younger ones. The younger one fucking like even the adults not even stopping no more. It's just like all right, whatever. I got me a younger bitch, so it is what it is. Like, but it's fucking like so many shit up for like. A lot
of people's mental from the young.
From realistically, like it's fucking a lot of shit up. Like the adults don't even want to stay in their lane, and the kids want to be the grown-ups, and the females want to be the men, and the niggas are the females. Like all types of shit.
It's just the internet that makes shit a lot harder. Like there's just so many influences out there, so many voices that like it's easy to listen to the wrong voices. You know,
a lot of people fall sheep to whatever, and sometimes a lot of niggas aren't smart enough to know right from wrong, so they'll fall sheep into things that aren't even something that's gonna benefit them or something they even really want to do. It's just something they're doing because everybody fucking else is doing it, or so they think. You know what I mean?
Look at that. Jeez.
Think about, like,
I feel like nobody just does their own thing no more. Like realistically,
originality.
Yeah, like
depleting incredibly. But there's also so many original. I don't know.
No.
The world is crazy. It's just I think social media just blows stuff up so much.
It ruined a lot of things.
We all see it. You know what I'm saying? We all see some like.
So actually, like, no, every time we were talking about social media, like, I have like topics about it, and I have in my head. It's like, what do you guys think about like curating your social? Because we're talking about like seeing like things like you have to like really curate your social media feed. Like, this is something that we talked about like months ago, like not on the podcast, but just like being friends in general. It's like, and like you're always talking about like not having your phone like in the morning. Like a big thing with me now is like I unfollowed so many Instagram pages, like bitches that just like Instagram thighs I used to follow, just like niggas who post shit I don't want to see, is niggas who post like absurd shit, like just things that like I can't see, like I follow like motivational pages now, just like I follow like
Stuff
good,
good,
just like nicest. I follow just like an animal page that just posts cute animals. So like it's like positive
No, I
things.
seen you post this. This is going off of what you said. Like you just posted this like the other day. Stop looking at stuff that doesn't make you feel good.
Stop being a
That's
masochist.
a fact, bro. That's literally a fact. Like there's so much stuff that you'll go on and you'll get like in a bad mood or something just because. Like why are you even following that?
yeah.
Why are you even wanting that? Why is that? Like get that off of your screen, bro. Like,
Careful what you watch and listen to.
Why
Type
do you even
shit.
put that into your mind?
You see like some nigga get his head cut off, or just like follow niggas you don't even really fuck with, or like niggas, or like niggas who just like go look at their ex-girlfriend's page, or the niggas they don't fuck with, like just go look at the Instagram just to get like oh this what this nigga's doing, like just to be bitter for it, just to go act bitter.
Fuck off, bro. Fuck all the way off.
Like for real, like pretty much like that post was saying, it's like don't look at things that make you feel bad. Like, and I was just like, don't be a masochist, cause like you're doing that to yourself. Like no one's putting your phone in your hand and is telling you to follow this nigga. No one's telling you to fucking follow like this fucking crazy page. No, like don't you feel ashamed of yourself if you got like open your phone, make sure nothing crazy is on there, or like open your phone, like you open Instagram, just fucking ass cheeks.
And somebody you don't want people to look through this and that. Like why, bro? Like you know what I mean? You should, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
I just think
you shouldn't want to have to hide nothing, bro. You should just be proud of exactly everything that, like everything you stand for, you should be able to embrace and be proud of in some type of way.
And that should be in every aspect of life. Like for me lately, I've really been like big on like standing in your truth. And like for me, so like it's like cognitive dissonance is what it's called. It's pretty much is when like what you think and like what you see don't align, you know? So like for me, and like I felt like I was living in like dissonances for like so like long, or like because I felt like I had like all these ideas and things I wanted to get done, and then I just wasn't doing them.
Yeah, you weren't doing it
exactly.
together.
And like now, and then like I feel like I'm on this huge journey to like become like a better person. So like whenever I do things that I don't align with like what I really believe now, like my morals, I feel weak, and like it makes me just like it makes my head hurt, and like it really just like. I don't know, like it's just fucked up. Like whenever I do things that like I'm bad, like if I do something that like I can't just sit here and say to y'all right now, it's like damn, like why did I do that? Like I want to really like be able to like live in my truth every day. Absolutely. Like I want to really be able to stand in my truth, and like I'm working on that.
Better you feel like when you can just always say like things that you talk about and things that you put out there is just 100%. Like there's no in between any of it. Like you want to. Like anything I tell you, the proof's in the pudding, bro. Like you can see that, like you know what I mean. And that's like a feeling I feel like that's what people should be trying to chase. And I think that's something like not even like that's the definition of money can't buy happiness right there. Like that's literally it. Like you know what I mean. You're chasing something that has nothing to do with finance, that has nothing to do with anything but yourself. You know what I mean.
And the thing is too is like if you strive for a goal, like my goal is to be the best version of me, and that's the money will come with that. Like living in my truth will come with that. And the thing is like let's say I got rich, fucking doing some shit that I didn't even really like do. Like a lot of niggas like now I have all this money, and it's just like still like I'm not who I am though. Like I'd rather get the money. Like I would rather get the money the way I want to get it. Like
absolutely.
I don't care. Like do it. Like let's say I could go to the mall right now and do some stupid shit. Like niggas do stupid shit in the mall, do prank videos. I could do that and go viral probably. But just like I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not how I want to come up.
Exactly. And that's what people don't care about anymore. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with doing something to get yourself to another level. You know what I'm saying? If you work in a job that you have to work to right now to get yourself to this better job, you know what I'm saying? That's something completely different. That's fine. But if you're just doing it because you're trying to be like everybody else, or you know that's what's going, like, you know what I'm saying? If you lack that originality, if you lack that, like, sort of spice to yourself, then, I don't know, it's just a boring, sheep type of life.
But then even, like, on, like, small, like, day-to-day, like, choice, like, let's just say, like, let's just, like, say, like, things that, like, cause like, when you just do grimy things, you're kind of always living in fear. You're always looking over your shoulder. Yeah. Like, let's just say, like, this is a crazy example. Obviously, this never happened. Like, it never would. But let's just say that, like, me and your sister went and, like, we did things together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, I gotta keep it a secret. I can never like look you in your face, and it's just like, I'm just always like, that's just like fucked up. Like,
something that you're just gonna feel distasteful. Like,
just be like, damn, like I did my nigga Devin, like that's my boy. And maybe like that's just me. Like some niggas probably like, oh fuck, I did it. Whatever. I did what I did. Like me, like that would bother me.
And that's like the caricature of like of what men, or like not men, just a good human should be, bro. Like you should, things that bother you or make you feel some type of way, you should know like, okay, don't do it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like. But a lot of people don't even have that like feeling of like dread or like regret or resentment anymore. It's just like whatever. Like I do what I do and that's it. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. I don't know.
No, I mean I'm super empathetic. I hate making niggas feel bad, or like I just hate doing. And like at the end of the day, I hate making me feel bad because like
that's what it does.
Makes you feel bad. It makes you weak. Like I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. Like even earlier in the pod, I said God speaking certainties. That's what I work on. Not always speaking in certainties and just saying things that like instead of like saying I think I feel was like or like it was really what I think. I say the word I think. I'm not gonna say I know. You know, like words have so much power and just like. When I like even like when I speak, like if I say something that like I feel like it's not true, like I feel it in my stomach now. Like I legit like if I say something that I feel like it doesn't align with my beliefs, it feels weird. Like I'm like oh like I like take it back. Like I feel like when I speak now, like even like when I speak fast, like I still want to be precise in what I'm saying and like really like mean what I say and like only speak on what I know. You know?
Yeah, you gotta read this book. It's called The Four Alignment Agreements. Some shit like that.
Yeah, I'll put it on my book list, bro.
I'll send it to you some on.
I'm about to buy Audible, bro. So I'm gonna start getting.
Yeah, it is Audible. It's like about that speech and shit.
Like for real. Even if you feel like you don't got time, bro, like reading, like nigga, I don't know, like even just holding a book and like just really doing that shit. It's just, I feel like you just learn more when you're really holding that shit. But obviously, if you want to do the Audible.
Oh no, bro, you're right though.
I genuinely do think like holding a book and just really reading it, where like that does something different. Even like not even.
I've never been a good reader, so I always listen.
Not even though, like that'll help you fucking get better.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? Like, and it just makes you more illiterate, and not illiterate. It makes you more illiterate, like you're speaking and everything, bro. Like it just, I don't know. Like reading is crazy, nigga. It really is.
No, you're spitting facts, and then like what's it called, and like. I don't know, you comprehend it better because you're reading, because like there's a lot more like to it, because like and like even like writing things down, like so let's say like you listen to a book, you're gonna comprehend it one way. Now let's say you listen to that book, or let's say you read that book, you're holding, you're flipping the pages, and now you're gonna comprehend it another way. Now you read that book, you take notes on it, you're gonna understand that book at a whole other level. Like you can actually like right there and take notes. Like that's what I do. Like I take notes on like a lot of things. Like even you take notes like on your phone. Like when you have a thought, you just write it down real quick. That's taking notes. You know. And just like, I don't know who said it. Maybe it was Jordan B. Peterson, great guy. He talks. They say just like writing is how you formalize your thought and how you become a better thinker and how you really understand yourself. Because if you think about it, writing is just your mental voice. Yeah. Like that voice in your head is what comes out on paper.
Yeah, and a lot of times when you have these super good thoughts and they slip away because you didn't write them down, you don't remember it. If you practice it, like boom, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And then you go back to that. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh, let me go off of that. Let me do it. It's only gonna get better and better and better and better each time you go back to it.
No, dude, like I have like notes. Like it started when I was off. It started the first time I took shrooms. Like not the first time, maybe the second time. I don't know. But like started taking shrooms. I just have like a note thing in my thing, and like it's just like I now do it when I'm sober too. Yeah. But like it is crazy. Like I'll just start writing. Like I'll have a thought. And like I would like, and like in my head, like for me, it starts off with one sentence. It's like, oh, like what is this? Like what is this thing? And then I'm 1,000 words in. I'm like, holy shit, nigga! I just wrote like, holy crap.
You just scroll back through it, and sometimes you can read stuff and you'll be like, did that even make sense in any of it? And then other times you'll go back through it and you'll be like I was bad in those days. Like that was really like word, like.
And like especially like with me, cause like I've always been like a strong reader. I've always been like an above average writer. So like I feel like I've always had like a strong writing voice, and like the more I feel like I'm becoming an even better writer now, like because I do it so much.
You don't want to write a book.
No, I want to write a book one
day. I did the same shit, bro. Like I used to write like every day I would write, and then I started writing a book. I have like 3 books.
I think I'm writing a
manga. I have one that's like 3 chapters, like has characters. Like I structured it, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like when you really get in your mind and you start flowing, you let all these juices and these energies out, nigga. Like you'll really start figuring shit out that you didn't even think you wanted to do ever. Mm-hmm. Like what the fuck? I wanted to write a book, nigga. Like yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Like it's fun. Like I told me that when I was 16, bro. I'm gonna look at you, maybe smack you. Like,
smack you.
There
ain't no fucking book, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
This is another thing I'm going to say. Do you guys ever think about like stuff that we say and phrases that we model and like how much it's gonna hold weight into our lives like 20 years from now? Like, or like if there's things that we say, like certain quotes that we're gonna have that we like feed to our children and stuff like that.
Every day, bro. I just said this. Like words have so much weight and power behind them, bro. Like I think about there's things. So speaking on that, to give like a specific quote. There's this quote that's like, it's crazy. It came from a YouTuber named Flimlo Raps. I was like, it's like 2014. It was an NCAA 14 football video. It was like, this is deadass. He's just a gamer guy. Like I fuck with him heavy. He does like football biographies now. And like deadass, he said this and it stuck with me my whole life. It's like to this day, like when I say it, you're gonna be like, damn, Marcus definitely moves like this. Yeah. Find what you love, find one of your passions, and figure out how to monetize it. If you monetize your hobby, you will never work again. That's what he said verbatim. I can't tell you what video it was, but I can tell you it was a UCF football NCAA 14 video. And he said that in that video, and I was like 14, and that shit has stuck with me to this day.
That's fire, though. That's a fire-ass quote, though.
Mm-hmm. And it's facts. Like, and there's things I think about all the time that like I'll think like you see me always posting quotes on Instagram. I'm the king of I don't want to say I'm the king of quotes, but like I just feel like I'm posting quotes all the time on Instagram, or like I'll type my own quotes and post them up and shit like that. And it's just like I fuck with that shit because like those things really carry level. Or like I'll hear something, I'm like, okay, let me write that down because I don't want to forget that. That shit really means something. Cause like there's so many things that people say that you can just learn from, and like. I said before, like, there's, like, I have this theory of, like, consolidated knowledge, like, condensed knowledge, where, like, there's people, like, let's say that, like, let's say you're writing a book, and you spent 30 years writing that book. Yeah. It took you 30 years to come to the conclusions of this 400-page book. I can read that book at 20 years old, and now I have your 30 years of knowledge and my whatever knowledge and my perspective, my point of view, and now I can sit there with your 30 years of knowledge for the next 20 years of my life and build on top of that. And now I'm learning something. And let's say I write a book. I have your condensed knowledge in there, my knowledge. Now I have how many years of knowledge in my head? You know what I'm saying? It's just
that's how I guess that's how it's supposed to be, generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be building. Like my kid is supposed to be an incredible version of me. You know what I mean?
Your kid's supposed to be
the iOS update.
Like, literally, exactly, bro. Like just software is just getting better and better and better each year, bro. Or not each, each year, but like every generation. You know what I mean?
But that's what a parent's supposed to do. It's supposed to pass down knowledge and wisdom. Like a lot of people, like, so let's say, like, a lot of people, like, so like a lot of parents get rich. But they say your parents get rich. There's the parents who, like, there's like, oh, I'm rich, I'm gonna give my kid all this money now. But, like, you gotta give your kid principles, characters, morality. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, she was broke, poor. She just hadn't really want to give me, like, a lot of, like, physical shit in life besides, like, love and care. But, like, she instilled in me, like, really good character, like, morals, like, principles that, like, she should.
Stuff that money has nothing to do with.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the shit she taught me, I believe it will get me a lot of money one day.
Exactly, and it will, and it 100%.
Work. My mom, the biggest thing my mom ever gave me was work ethic. Cause see, my mom worked double shifts, go work 2-3 jobs. Yeah. That's something that I would definitely always carry me through my life.
Yeah, That's fire though. That's fire for real. That's something I agree with, like 100%. Like just knowing and seeing and understanding, and now being at an age where like I've done these shifts and like I see how crazy that stuff was. It just opens up a whole new perspective and like a whole different side of respect now. Like wow, like that really was some crazy stuff you were doing all this time. Like who am I to not do something or go harder than that? Like really, like real talk. Like you literally, like my father would literally go from like 3 o'clock to training us like the whole day, straight to a fight, and then straight to a 12-hour shift. Like nigga, like 19, 20 hours straight of just working, nigga. And I'm just like, That's crazy. Like, right? Like, that's crazy. And he'll still wake up the next day and make sure everybody's ready. You gotta do this, and that. Like, it's just, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy to think about what that kind of stuff does to somebody's mind, and to see how they still don't bend or fold or break is just like, wow.
Mm-hmm. And the lessons you take from that. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Just like, you should definitely like want your kids to be better. I feel like, because your kids are like your legacy. Like,
absolutely.
100%. And like, I feel like for a lot of people, it's like they don't have a purpose in their life until they have kids. Like I feel like us, like we're driven, like, and like we're outliers. Like, there's a lot of people who are our age, who like their goal when they wake up is like, what's the world? Well, what am I about to get into today?
Exactly.
How am I gonna get lit?
They don't have
today?
a plan for the tomorrow. Like, they don't have a plan for tomorrow. That's something crazy to me. Some people don't know what they're gonna do tomorrow. Like right now, I probably don't know.
But you have a general idea. It's like,
I'm probably gonna have to train this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a lot of people don't even have like a plan. Like, even in the next couple of hours. Like,
exactly. Like that's like with me. Like every day I wake up, I feel like I already know what I have to. Like I already know what I have to do.
Yeah.
Like that's like if you text me like, yo, what are you doing today? I can deadass tell you what I'm gonna do today. Or at least like this is the plan.
Yo, same. I feel like that's how even like in a group chat when we're trying to get this stuff to link up or this stuff, like we know when we gotta do this, we know when we gotta do that, we know when we gotta do this and that. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how that stuff works.
But there's like a lot of niggas, what you doing today? Like, no, I'll probably figure it out, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know me. I always get into something, you know.
Yeah.
And like, but they wake up and their goal is like, I'm either gonna try to get some pussy today, or I'm trying to, how can I get the most lit today? You know?
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know, man. That's an alright mindset to have to, like, at a certain age, but like, I feel like you gotta grow out of it.
And I guess like right now, if you're gonna have that mindset, I guess your 20s is like, but even then, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know.
Everybody's different. It's hard. It's hard to like kind of put a broad censor on that kind of stuff. It is definitely difficult because everybody is.
You just gotta grow up when you gotta grow up. You know?
Yeah, exactly. As long as you're not doing something that's belittling or not benefiting your life, then you're probably doing okay.
So a big thing, now you said that, like a big thing I want to pass on to my kids, like a quote that I live my life by too, like a big thing I want to pass on to my kids is that like, if you're doing what makes you happy, it's not hurting. If you're doing what makes you happy, it aligns with your morals, and it's not hurting you or anybody else. Who gives a fuck what anybody says about you, or like what anybody else thinks about you?
Absolutely.
That's something. That's a quote I'm definitely gonna say to my kid one day. Like, I already know.
That's something that you definitely should got instill at a young age too, because that's something that like kids care about. OD, what every other kid in the class is gonna say or think, and like that'll ruin a kid's day. Like you know what I'm saying, one joke, like. You gotta really build a character, because that's the age that kids go through it, bro. Like, when you're a kid, bro, think about how many jokes you got thrown at you. How many disrespectful, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really be tough skin for some of that stuff.
Like, not even disrespectful. Like even now, like, the shit that we heard, like, we say it was crazy, but, like, you know, the stupid shit niggas would say about you, like, it was just, like, it seemed like it was the world.
Like, you dog fart? Like,
oh, like, do I smell? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm a what? Like,
I don't know, like, it's crazy to say, but like, and it sounds cold blooded. But like, I've learned about, dude. Like, think about it. Like, think about how many people you talk to every day. Right, not every day, but like, think about people like are in your life that you know, like in your general circle. Like, if they died tomorrow, your life wouldn't change a single bit.
Not even in the slightest, right? Yeah.
It's like 0%. Like even said, like I can say like I cared about them, shit like that. But like, my day-to-day routine will never, like, it doesn't change. So like, for that person to say something to me, and for me to be like, oh, and care. Why? It's like, why? Like, you could die. Like, it sounds bad, but you could die tomorrow and my life would real life not change. So what you say to me does not matter.
Yeah. That's true. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit.
No, but shit. I feel like we've been talking for a long time.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, the camera's
we
been
stayed on a couple of things, but like, that was fire.
It's a fire podcast. The camera's been there for a really long time, so it's gonna be like a little bit more of like a little audio podcast. It's gonna go in and out, but shit was lit. And as we get more and more famous, and y'all, you know, just subscribe, like, and comment, and you know, I'll be able to buy more equipment so the camera won't die. We'll have a couple cameras, so
we're starting to GoFundMe soon, so you guys just keep your eyes out for that. And
starting OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans, GoFundMe, and
Patreon.
What else? You got some? Oh, Mik's got a cooking book coming up.
Twitch.
Twitch coming, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all platforms, guys. We got y'all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start up a kick group chat. I'm about to get lit up in that bitch. Bring Kickback 2022.
Group chats.
But this is the Brocast. I'm Marsco.
Devin.
I'm Mik.
We out of here.
Bang! That's it.
triple got the sauce.